Hello again, children. It is your beloved Mr. White here to talk to you about our third strategy for our reading strategies unit, and that's going to be how we figure out central idea. So what is it and why do we need to find it? Well, what it is the point or idea that the writer wants you to remember or understand most from a piece of writing. Whatever that idea is that they need you to take away from that reading. Now, why do we need to find this thing? Well, understanding what the writer expects their reader to take away from a piece of reading allows you to interact with the text more deeply, interpret the ideas more easily and effectively, and just basically understand the overall piece on a much richer level. So before we go into our 3 steps, we got a few pointers here to remember. First, sorry. Each paragraph or section of a larger piece of writing has its own central idea. And then we take all of these central ideas and combine them to help us determine the central idea for an entire text. That means a whole chapter, a whole article, a whole book, whatever. When all is said and done, the central idea is going to be about 1 to 2 complete sentences long. Okay, that complete part is important. It should be a full, complete idea of roughly 1 to 2, maybe 3, 4 if you're getting kind of crazy, sentences long. Okay, step 1. After you're done reading the text, you have to determine the topic. Okay, so you read the passage or paragraph and you figure out what the main subject is. What is the writer focusing on in this piece of writing? This is going to be a single word or a single phrase. It's not going to be some long sentence or convoluted thing. We can break down our topic to a single word or phrase. Next, we have to find the key details related to the topic. So after you've figured out what the topic actually is, you got to look for all the important information that's directly related to it. Anything that seems really important and is directly related to that topic. You want to think about these key details as the 5 W's. So that's the who, what, when, where, why. And that's going to include information like events, actions, places, people, things, and concepts, big ideas. Step 3. Once you've figured out what the key details are, decide what the text is telling you about the topic. So you're going to use those key details to help you decide what the text is actually saying to you, what it's trying to get you to understand. You're going to combine the topic and the key details into 1 to 2 or maybe 3 complete sentences. But what does it all mean, children? Okay, let's put it all together. We've got a passage here. This one's a little bit more accessible than our Frederick Douglass stuff, but we're going to make it work. Allow me. Ahem. Being a clown isn't all fun and games. Rodeo clowns expose themselves to great danger every time they perform. When cowboys dismount or are bucked off of bulls at riding competitions, rodeo clowns jump in front of the bulls and motion wildly to get their attention. In this way, rodeo clowns provide an alternate target and in doing so protect the rider. So you see, sometimes clowning around can be serious business. All right, let's do our process here as you can see on the left-hand side of the screen. First of all, determine the topic. Well, the word that I'm seeing the most, and is clearly the focus of this, is going to be rodeo clowns. So right now I'm figuring out, okay, what is this writer trying to get me to understand about rodeo clowns? I got to go ahead then and just find my key details about rodeo clowns. So this seems to be talking about the danger that they face. It talks about how they have to protect the rider and how they provide an alternate target for these gigantic, crazy animals. Now that I've got my key details and my topic, I've got to combine all that stuff together into one beautiful, ooey gooey central idea. So I put it together, I get, since their job is distracting large aggressive animals, the job of a rodeo clown is very dangerous. This is ultimately what the writer wants me to take away from this passage. All right, children, so remember, If you need to go back and review anything, do that. Use the slideshow that has the notes on there if you need that. Be nice to each other, eat your vegetables, all that good stuff. Bye-bye.